three. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the guard position. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. AI is out there with Barrett, and it's Harkless in at small forward. Young, good. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Down low, here's Randall, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
I wonder if Randall even felt that contact so strong in the upper body.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Collins now top the key. Pass to Young from outside the arc. Atlanta gets it back. Robinson with the block. Collins against Randall. Pass to AI. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter.
If you let Julius Randle get to the rim, this is what you can expect.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Collins trying to break free. Young, good. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now, here's Hunter. Following the miss by Julius Randle.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
AI. Robinson dishes to AI. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Pass to Huerter. Second shot opportunity. That one's not going to go. The Knicks go the other way with it. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
The Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. That gives them the lead. He's got 6.
One thing we knew Randall could do entering the league, finish inside through contact.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know,
And so in the game for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then it's Clint Capella, and there's Teague, and it's Huerter in at the 2 guard. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. The Hawks trail by 11. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He tallied 25 points, and he did what he does best. He shared the ball and looked to get his guys going throughout the game. That was just the latest in a solid string of performances from him. Obviously looking to keep the momentum going here this evening. see how he does, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
And it's slammed in by Teague.
And when you get as much speed going to the rim as Teague does, sometimes momentum just carries you in to a slam like that one.
Count it, good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Capella trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
New York moving it around. It's deflected.
When you watch Kevin Huerter, he plays hard at the defensive end. That was an effort block.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The pass to Teague. Here's Capella. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And for a long time, Atlanta has been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power. He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Teague with the ball, working on AI. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you know, he was once the future of the Hawks guard spot. But now Jeff Teague has returned to the team as a backup to the new face of the franchise.
You know, GA, Jeff Teague's going to be comfortable with any role he's given. Right now, running the second unit might be the best use of his skill set at this stage. But what I like, you can play the two together, him and Trae Young, and take ball handling duties away from Trae and let him spot up and shoot it.
Fires for 3. Robinson pulls it in.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
With sheer power on full display, Julius Randle can get hit and still finish plays.
Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on the defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, GA, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists, and also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
The Knicks leading by 13. AI left side. .151 left to play here in the second quarter. Buries the long-range jumper. And if you haven't seen the news, Junior once again winning a Rookie of the Month award. He keeps on, Greg, impressing with his play.
And you would have gotten great odds in Vegas if you picked Junior to be Rookie of the Year before the season. But now, this guy looks like the front runner after winning another award.
He sees the whole floor, and he's making some quick decisions. Trae Young gets what he wants from the mid-range.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. So, Julius Randle getting it done for the New York Knicks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
It's Randle and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett is out there with AI. And it's Harkless in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. AI up top, defended by Young. Randle with the bucket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Young for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Sometimes he could be a little streaky. Randle has found a groove here tonight, though.
Here's Young. Collins trying to break free. Young, good. Young's got 20 points.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
And Randle throws it down.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Count that bucket. That's now 22 points for Trae Young.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Huerter. Barrett covering, and Huerter gets it to go.
Hey, if Huerter can beat defenders with the dribble drive, they can't crowd him on the perimeter.
Pass to Barrett. Now AI. Here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
Have to block out Randle. He's an absolute beast on the offensive boards.
The Hawks trail by 20. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Young with no one around. Off target from three-point range.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Hunter kicks to Young. Off his foot. And the official saying it was kicked for the Knicks. Portis comes in for Randle. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Maurice Harkless. And then for Atlanta, Bruno Fernando comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Teague for Kevin Huerter. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
AI outside. Back to Barrett. A 3-ball. Hands it from downtown. Barrett's got his first 3 points of the game.
And well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Teardrop shot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down.
Now here's Reddish. He's got 12. The three. No good that time. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And so it's New York in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, on the wings, Herder and Reddish. Jones is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Teague in at the point guard. AI outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Clint Capella. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Collins comes in for Damian Jones. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Reddish. The Knicks leading by 16. Feeds it to Powell. New York moving the ball around. Passes it to AI. Good on the three-point shot. All around the league, the big news for Junior was he won the Player of the Month. Great performance and production from him every game.
And when you look at the numbers, Junior was the clear choice. What he gave this team in categories across the board cannot be matched. Fantastic month, punctuated by a Player of the Month award.
4 on the shot clock.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Harkless. From the arc. And AI with the basket on the assist by Harkless. And that's now 18 points for AI. It's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Atlanta. To stop the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
New York calls timeout. And Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think you're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had 2 women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure was Cheryl Miller.
Teague, the pass to Collins. Kicks it to Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
The Knicks leading by 20. The pass to AI. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. It's stolen by Teague. Last break here. Here come the Hawks. Teague's got the ball. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Stolen by Collins. To the inside. Here's Hunter. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. AI buries it from three-point range. AI's got 23 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now can exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got 31 points.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
AI outside. Robinson kicks to AI. Barrett wide open. He fires. They get it back and finished off by Robinson.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Herter. He's defended by Randall. Shot clock at 6. And here's Young from the arc. No good on the shot. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Here's AI. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. AI's got 25 points.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
Young dishes to Capella. Pass to Hunter. And here's Collins from outside. Trains the three-pointer.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Knicks.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for AI.
You love to see this kind of leadership. Directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
The Hawks trail by 21. From past the arc. Rebounded by Knox. New York's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. AI, no good.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Offensive rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Basket, good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And it's slammed in by Jones.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Passes to AI. Takes a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately...
So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our